So you've decided it's about time you pay for an AI subscription but don't know which one to choose? Today, I'm going to try to help you with this question. I've been using AI a lot and studying about it for over a year, both in my day job as software engineer and in my side gigs. I'll run over the criteria I think might be relevant to you, and at the end, I'm going to show you a tip on how to make the move. The two big players in the AI tools that most people will consider are OpenAI, ChatGPT, and Anthropic Claude. Now, to start off, they're the same price right now. They're 20 American dollars. That doesn't help us make a decision at all. As for the quality of the output, they both perform really well in the standardized tasks that are used to evaluate new large language models. For most users, they're both more than sufficient. So let's look at what actually sets them apart. Starting at the beginning, I developed GPT before I had a chat interface. They had a company mission statement of doing good. And when they became a for-profit enterprise, they removed that from their mission statements. And that led to Elon Musk taking them to court about it. It also prompted some of the engineers to leave the company and start Anthropic. Of course, this is a very subjective matter, and it's hard to judge what their main objectives are. But as it stands right now in July 2026, OpenAI collaborates more with the American government than Anthropic, and that has gained Anthropic some goodwill on part of the population. Another big consideration is that Claude actually started as a coding agent and an engineering-focused LLM. Now, I don't expect most people will be programming, but that resulted in a model that's much better at systematizing things, organizing and explaining its train of thought. And if you ask me, systematizing is useful for just about everything. That's how we explain and understand the world. This is compared to ChatGPT's writing style that's more lengthy and just inventing a lot of things. And talking about inventing, Claude tends to be a little bit more reliable in following instructions. Now for the part where ChatGPT easily wins. It's able to generate images while Claude is not. So if you rely heavily on that functionality, you might want to choose ChatGPT. Personally, I don't use it as much, and I can get away with using Gemini or Canva to generate images for me. And the last point I want to touch on is that we all know that ChatGPT was the trailblazer in the early days, but this role belongs to Claude now. Anthropic is the one coming up with the new functionality that becomes standard across the industry, like MCP connectors, agents running in the cloud, co-work agents that can actually do stuff for you on your computer, and much more. If you want to keep up to date with what's coming out, then Claude is probably the model for you. Now, if you've already developed kind of a warmer relationship with ChatGPT, and I know many people have, you might be concerned about switching AI. And the tip that I have for you is your information belongs to you, and you can always ask them to give it to you in a nice format. I wrote a prompt just for that, and I'm going to link it below. It basically tells your AI, whatever it is, that you want your information. You want the memory that it has on you, how you like to work, and what sorts of things you do. And that you can just upload that to the new model you're going to use. I'd love to hear any questions that you have on this, and I'll see you in the Mompreneur AI class.